Hi everyone, welcome to week 10. This week we're talking about authorship and copyright as it applies to digital writing. We'll primarily be talking about how issues of copyright affect digital authorship. Our scholarly reading this week comes from Martine Courant-Reif's 2013 book, Invention, Copyright, and Digital Writing. Her book discusses a really excellent study of how copyright affects digital writing, and as someone who holds both a law degree and a PhD in rhetoric and composition, Reif is in a really good place to lend some expertise to our discussions. I'm having you read chapter 4 of her book, which presents what she calls 7 small vignettes. They're essentially mini case studies, reports on interviews that she conducted with digital writers about how copyright affected their digital composing. One of her primary research interests is what she calls chilled speech. Reif is really interested in how copyright laws affect digital writers' opportunities and possibilities for composing, and so her questions focused on how issues of copyright kept users from writing in particular ways, or not. She calls this chilled speech, when someone has changed their writing based on copyright laws. Before I have you read that chapter, though, you should get a little bit of background on copyright and fair use, so I've included some videos that are required content for this week. Two of them, not including this video, are in this page, and they explain copyright and fair use, and one of them on the next page explains Creative Commons. So watch these videos first, watch the copyright and fair use videos first, then read the chapter from Reif, and then do the page on Creative Commons. There's a lot of stuff to go through this week. One last thing to note about the reading. Reif includes what she calls visual vignettes from the digital writing of the people in her study. So these vignettes are essentially collages of different pieces of the participants' digital writing. Reif uses these vignettes for a number of reasons. First, I'm sure she's remixing the visual work of her participants in part to comply with copyright and fair use laws. Like, she's not going to slap their whole webpage up there because that would violate copyright and fair use. But secondly, she's also likely protecting the identities of her participants. Some of the visual vignettes are a bit difficult to parse. I know I had kind of struggled to look at some of them when I was reading through the chapter, but the text gives enough detail about the interviews that if you're struggling to understand what's happening visually, you should still be able to understand the case study. So after you read the module content for this week, don't forget to participate in the discussions, the workshop, and to submit your final design document script. And there's a quiz too. There's lots to do this week, so I'll let you get to it. Have a great week.